Today we're talking about a tool every kitchen uses, but often ignores: the cutting board.
Whether you're in culinary school or already working in a professional kitchen, understanding your cutting board can make a real difference, not just in how you cook, but in food safety and hygiene too. In this video slides, we'll cover everything: the best materials to choose, how to keep your board clean and safe, and how to make it last as long as possible. Let's get started. Your most important kitchen tool. Before we talk about which board to buy, let's talk about why it matters so much. A great cutting board does 3 critical things in your kitchen. Number 1, it protects your countertops. Every time you chop, the board absorbs the impact so your counters don't get scratched or permanently stained. Number 2, it keeps your knives sharp. A good board gives your knife a soft landing. Hard surfaces like glass or ceramic will destroy your blade edge very quickly. If you've ever wondered why your knife feels dull after just a few months, your cutting surface could be the reason. Number 3, and this is the most important for food safety, it prevents cross-contamination. Your cutting board acts as a barrier, stopping dangerous bacteria from raw proteins getting into ready-to-eat foods. Your cutting board is one of the most important tools in your kitchen. Treat it that way. The material matrix: wood versus plastic versus rubber. There are 3 main types of cutting boards used in professional kitchens: wood, plastic, and rubber. Hardwood is gentle on your knives and has natural antimicrobial properties. It requires regular oiling to stay in good condition, but a quality hardwood board can last between 5 and 10 years. Plastic, usually HDPE or high-density polyethylene, is easy to sanitize and dishwasher safe, which makes it popular for raw proteins. However, plastic scratches easily, and those scratches can harbor bacteria up to 40% faster than a smooth surface. Plan to replace plastic boards every 1 to 2 years. Rubber boards are the commercial kitchen standard. They have a self-healing surface, they're heavy and stable, and they can last 3 to 5 years or more. Each material has its place. Knowing the differences helps you choose the right board for the right job. The material matrix: wood versus plastic versus rubber. There are 3 main types of cutting boards used in professional kitchens: wood, plastic, and rubber. Hardwood is gentle on your knives and has natural antimicrobial properties. It requires regular oiling to stay in good condition, but a quality hardwood board can last between 5 and 10 years. Plastic, usually HDPE or high-density polyethylene, is easy to sanitize and dishwasher safe, which makes it popular for raw proteins. However, plastic scratches easily, and those scratches can harbor bacteria up to 40% faster than a smooth surface. Plan to replace plastic boards every 1 to 2 years. Rubber boards are the commercial kitchen standard. They have a self-healing surface, they're heavy and stable, and they can last 3 to 5 years or more. Each material has its place. Knowing the differences helps you choose the right board for the right job. The secret to food safety. Here's the secret every professional kitchen already knows: color-coded cutting boards. In commercial kitchens worldwide, every board has a color, and every color means something specific. This system creates a physical barrier against cross-contamination, guaranteeing that bacteria from raw chicken never touches the vegetables going into your salad. Think about it. If every board looks identical, it's very easy in a busy kitchen to accidentally reach for the wrong one. Color coding removes that risk entirely. It makes food safety automatic. This isn't just a professional trick. Every home cook should follow this system too. Let's walk through the full color code on the next slide. The Universal Kitchen Code. Here is the universal color code used in professional kitchens worldwide. Red is for raw meat, beef and pork, but in the Middle East, pork may use a different color board. Yellow is for raw poultry, chicken, turkey, and duck. Blue is for raw seafood, fish, shellfish, and anything from the sea. Green is for fresh produce and vegetables. Brown is for cooked meats and root vegetables. White is for dairy and bakery items. And purple boards are reserved for allergen-free or gluten-free food preparation, especially important when serving guests with dietary restrictions. Learn these colors. Use them every single time. This simple habit can prevent serious foodborne illness. The daily wash. After every single use, your board needs to be cleaned properly. Here is the 3-step daily process. Step 1. Scrape. As soon as you finish cutting, use a bench scraper to remove all food debris immediately, before it dries and sticks. Step 2. Wash. Scrub the board with hot water and mild dish soap, using a stiff brush to work into any surface grooves. Do not soak your board in water. Soaking warps wood and breaks down the fibers over time. Step 3. Dry upright. Never lay a wet board flat on the counter. Stand it on its edge so air circulates and hits both sides at the same time. This prevents trapped moisture and stops the board from warping. Simple, quick, and essential. Make this your habit every single day. Killing the germs. Washing removes food and dirt, but sometimes you need to go further. You need to sanitize. For plastic boards, you have two good options. Run them through the dishwasher on the top rack, or spray with a diluted bleach solution. 1 tablespoon of unscented bleach per gallon of water. Let it sit for 1 full minute, then rinse and dry. For wooden boards, the rules are different. Never put wood in the dishwasher. The heat and harsh detergents will crack and damage the wood fibers. Instead, sanitize wood with either undiluted white vinegar or 3% hydrogen peroxide. Both are safe, effective, and won't harm the board. Wipe on, let sit briefly, then rinse clean. Know your board material and sanitize it the right way. Hydrate and seal. This step is one that many people skip entirely, and it's a big mistake. Wooden boards need to be hydrated and sealed regularly. There are 2 steps. Step 1. Penetrate with mineral oil. Food-grade mineral oil soaks deep into the wood's cellular structure, preventing it from drying out, splintering, and cracking. Apply it once a month. Pour it on generously, rub it in with a cloth, let it soak for a few hours, then wipe off any excess. Step 2. Seal with beeswax. After the oil has soaked in, apply food-safe beeswax or board cream. The wax creates a waterproof protective shield on the surface, keeping meat juices and stain-causing pigments from penetrating the wood. Oil and wax together. That's the complete treatment for a long-lasting hygienic wooden board. Never use cooking oils. Here is a warning I give every single student. Do not use cooking oils to condition your wooden board. No olive oil, no vegetable oil, no canola oil, and no standard coconut oil. Why? Because these oils contain fats that oxidize, they go rancid. If you rub them into your board, they will rot inside the wood fibers over time, breeding bacteria and ruining the flavor of your food. You might not even notice it happening straight away, but over weeks and months, your board becomes a source of contamination rather than a clean work surface. The solution is simple. Use only 100% food-grade mineral oil. It does not go rancid. It is inexpensive, odorless, and tasteless, available at any pharmacy or kitchen supply store. 1 rule. 1 oil. Mineral oil only. No exceptions. The danger of deep grooves. Let's talk about something that directly affects food safety. Deep grooves and knife scars. Here's a quick test. Drag your fingernail across the surface of your board. If your nail catches in a groove deeper than about 0.5 millimeter, that board is compromised. Here's the science. When grooves become deep enough, sponges and sanitizers can no longer reach inside them. Those channels become perfect hiding places for microbial biofilm. Research shows that bacteria like Listeria and Salmonella can survive up to 87 times longer inside knife scars than on a smooth surface. That is not a number to ignore, especially in a professional kitchen where you are responsible for your customers' safety. Do the fingernail test regularly. Know when it's time to take action. Erasing the scars. The good news is that for wooden and rubber boards, deep grooves don't mean the end. Wood and commercial rubber are renewable surfaces. You can resurface them. When deep grooves appear, sand the surface down. Start with 120 grit sandpaper to remove the deep scars, then finish with 220 grit to create a smooth, even surface. Underneath all those scars, you'll find a brand new, perfectly smooth and sanitary board, ready to use again. After sanding, re-oil immediately with mineral oil because sanding opens the wood pores and it will need hydration right away. This is one of the biggest advantages of wood over plastic. Plastic cannot be resurfaced. Once it's too scarred, it must be thrown away. Wood can have many lifetimes. First aid, odors and stains. At some point, every cutting board picks up odors or stains. Here's how to handle both using simple ingredients from your kitchen. No expensive products needed. For smells, garlic, onion, or fish, sprinkle the board with coarse salt, then scrub vigorously with the cut side of a lemon. The salt acts as an abrasive, and the lemon acid neutralizes the odor molecules at the source. Let it sit for 5 minutes, then rinse clean. You'll be amazed at how well this works. For stubborn stains, like beet juice or turmeric, make a thick paste of baking soda and water. Rub it into the stain, let it sit for 10 minutes to draw out the pigment, then wash it away. Both methods are natural, chemical-free, and effective. Keep lemons, salt, and baking soda ready for regular board maintenance. When to retire a plastic board. Wooden boards can be resurfaced and given new life. Plastic is different. There comes a point where the only right decision is to retire it and replace it. Replace your plastic board immediately if you notice any of these three things. Number 1. Deep scoring. If grooves are catching your fingernail, the board is harboring bacteria that cannot be cleaned out. It's done. Number 2. Permanent stains. If discoloration survives a bleach soak, the plastic has been chemically compromised. Replace it. Number 3. Warping. If the board spins, bows, or rocks unstably on the counter, it is no longer safe to use, and it's a cutting hazard. Don't hold on to a compromised plastic board to save money. The cost of a foodborne illness is far greater. The Board Mastery Checklist. We've covered a lot today, so let's bring it all together with 4 simple rules. Your Board Mastery Checklist. 1. Separate. Use plastic for raw proteins and follow the color code system. Use wood for produce and everything else. 2. Wash and stand. Scrub immediately after use with hot soapy water and always air dry standing upright on its edge. Never flat. 3. Hydrate. Oil wooden boards monthly with food-grade mineral oil, followed by a beeswax seal. Never use cooking oils. 4. Inspect. Do the fingernail test regularly. Resurface wooden boards when grooves get deep. Replace plastic boards that are heavily scarred, stained, or warped. 4 habits. Master them all. They will protect your food, preserve your knives, and keep the people eating your cooking safe. These are the fundamentals that every culinary student and professional chef should know by heart. Take them into your kitchen starting today.